You'll never believe who we met.
You'll never believe it. It was amazing.
Astounding.
We didn't recognise him ourselves at first.
Now, I had a wee inkling from the time he started talking to us.
Actually, Cleopas was really cheeky when he asked what we were talking about. Asked him what planet he'd been on over the past few days, that he hadn't heard what had been happening in Jerusalem.
Told him all that had been happening over the previous few days.
Really scundered. There's us telling him what had happened, as if he didn't know.
He genuinely didn't seem to be aware about what was going on.
It was really dreadful to think what had been going on. We were really devastated. All our hopes seemed to be nailed to that cross with him. Then, to add insult to injury, some of the women who'd been to the tomb came back and said they couldn't find the body.
Things looked pretty bleak, but when the women came back from the tomb saying that they couldn't find the body, I knew there was something happening.
When he heard this, he said, so thick-headed, so slow-hearted. It's all there in the prophets.
It's all there in the prophets, you see. We talked about that as we walked along.
He explained it as we walked along, how the Messiah had to suffer before entering into his glory.
The 7 miles to Emmaus flew by.
Before we knew it, we'd reached our destination.
It was late, so we asked him to stay for supper.
We asked him to stay for supper, but it was only an excuse. He looked as if he was about to head on, and we didn't want him to leave us.
So he came in for a bite. But I really hoped to talk to him more about his fulfillment of the prophecies.
But he didn't stay long, only until he had given thanks to God for the food and broken the bread. And then I remembered.
I remembered what he had said those few nights before.
This bread is my body, broken for you. This wine is my blood, poured out for you.
As often as you do this, remember me.
I remembered.
And he disappeared. Persis sat there with her eyes as wide as dinner plates and her jaw dragging on the ground.
Cleopas was just as astounded as I was, but he would never admit it.
Once she came to, I was keen to talk all about what had happened to us.
Once I came to, I wanted to tell the others what had happened to us.
We headed back to Jerusalem.
We almost ran the whole way.
Got there in half the time it had taken us in the opposite direction.
Yet, it seemed much longer without him with us.
But by the time we got there, others had seen him too. It was old news.
It was amazing news. Jesus was alive.
But Jesus had walked with us to Emmaus. I'll hold on to that until my dying day.
We had walked with Jesus to Emmaus.
Maybe I'll write a book. 7 miles with Jesus.
But the journey isn't over yet.